Mr. Benton is either at his house right now or sometimes out in the office, but everything is being done live. And our president is here.
All right. I'd like to call to order the Penn Trafford regular school board meeting for Monday, October 7th, and start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Lego, could you please read roll call?
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Mrs. Issing. Here. Dr. Klein. Mr. Kachasik. Here. Dr. Koshjo.
Here.
Mr. Leonard. Here. Mr. Matarazzo.
Here.
Mr. Nemec. Here. Mr. Petrucci is absent. Mr. Stovar.
Here.
You have a quorum, Mr. President.
Then I'll hand it right over to Dr. Harris for information.
Sure, and then we're going to start off with Dallas. Do you have the special reports for both the CWTC, the CTC, and the WIU?
It just so happens I do.
All right, we'll let you start.
Okay, I'll start off with the CWCTC for anybody listening or watching on top of that. With Career Tech, that's where our vocational technical educational process takes place. The meeting was, it's called the Career Tech Joint Operating Committee, and the meeting started with an executive session, at which time we discussed personnel, legal, and student matters, none of which could be disclosed, obviously. There were 8 members present, 1 absent, and in the tradition of Mr. Petrucci, I need to absolutely mention the delicious meal, because it was prepared by the students at the culinary branch there. The meal consisted of chicken Alfredo and a delicious sauce, apple cinnamon coffee cake, green bean with almond, fresh fruit medley, handmade iced tea and lemonade, fresh coffee, a very good salad mixture of greens and veggies with choice of several homemade dressings. The items that were basically discussed generically at our pre-session were professional contract update and some pending litigation items. And the regular board meeting convened at 7 o'clock. At which time Mr. Jason Lucia, the administrative director, gave his report to the board. And during that regular meeting, the following items were discussed and or approved as follows. The minutes from last month's meeting were approved. The financial reports were approved. The collective bargaining agreement between the Central Westmoreland Career Technology Center and the Central Westmoreland Career Technology Center professional staff was approved. That was a good thing. The Occupational Advisory Committee for 2024-25 was approved. A single fund transfer from access revenue to the capital reserve account for future capital improvements and projects was approved. Several service agreements were approved. 3 staff members were approved to attend educational conferences, which were for their professional development purposes. And there was a first read of 1 new policy and second read of 1 new policy. The meeting was concluded approximately 7:16. I actually didn't write down here, but the next scheduled meeting of the Career Tech Center is November 14th at 7 o'clock. That concludes that report. My next report is for the WIU, that's the Westmoreland County Intermediate Unit Board. And every school district sends a representative there. That meeting was held at the IU on 9/24/2024 at the IU building in the Fort Ligonier room. There was an executive session held prior to the regular meeting, approximately 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, at which time personnel and legal matters were discussed. The regular meeting was called to order at approximately 7 o'clock with 11 members present, 6 absent. The first order of business was to appoint one new school director to replace a school director that had resigned, and that was from Trafford Regional School District. After that, we had to have a second roll call, which was conducted with the new board member. We now had 12 members present, 5 absent, which was a quorum. The board reviewed and approved several agreements. The executive director gave his report, a copy of which has been submitted to Penn Trafford. Anybody needs to review that, it's available on the website. The board approved the resignation of 3 professional employees and 2 classroom assistants. Next, the board approved the hiring of 2 professional employees, 1 custodian, and 1 clerical employee, and 2 personal care assistants. The board also approved several changes of assignments of administrative employees to cover some recently vacated positions, and there were various contracts and agreements were approved. Several students and professional employees were approved to attend a variety of training opportunities related to their job duties and responsibilities. Various master service agreements were approved with a variety of school districts and other entities in the Westport Intermediate. The board had a lengthy discussion related to a variety of policies which are currently being reviewed for potential approval. That meeting was over, ended approximately 9:30. A complete detailed report with additional information and details is available for review on the WIU website. This concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. For information tonight, we're going to start off with our favorite time of the year, and time of the month, is when we recognize Students of the Month. Tonight we have representatives from Level Green, Trafford Elementary, Trafford Middle School, and the high school. At the end of the usually we have a celebration, and next year, at the beginning of the year, September, we will invite all the Students of the Month back from this year to our opening football game and honor you on the football field as well, because we always like to make it something special. But tonight, it's important to hear about why you were chosen. And if you think about it, we have 3,859 students that attend Penn Trafford, but every year you might only choose 21 to be Students of the Month. And when you hear everything the principal says about your students or about your child, you're going to be very proud, because it is very hard to win this honor. And all these kids do these great things without even the parents being around. So I always say it's the best judge to know if your kid's doing the right thing is when you're not here and they just do it, and they really should be making you proud. And I'm very proud of all of them. So we're going to start with Dr. Horvat from Trafford Elementary.
So our student of the month is Amelia Branca. Amelia. She is 10 years old. She is a 5th grader at Trafford Elementary. Her sibling is here also, Estelle. She's in 3rd grade. And her mom and dad, Anthony and Kelly, are here as well. Amelia's favorite thing to do is dance. She prefers ballet and jazz, right? Okay. She's been dancing since she was 5 or 6 years old. Her favorite subject in school is social studies, which, you know, I'm the daughter of a history teacher, so that made me pretty happy. We talked about weird president facts for a little bit when we were talking. She also loves art and music class, and self-proclaimed Swiftie, but she's not real sure what she thinks about Travis Kelce yet. She's not real sure. I brought Estelle down and talked to her a little bit about her sister, and she says, I asked her why she thought her sister would get Student of the Month, and she said because she's very nice to everyone. She thinks that she deserves the award because she's nice to her, and she plays tag, and she plays treehouse with her in the treehouse. And then she said she thinks other people would say she's very helpful and nice to everybody, which is probably a theme you're going to hear in a couple minutes here. So I asked her teachers as well, her current teachers in 5th grade and other teachers that she's had. And Mrs. Zombach, one of her 5th grade teachers, been hearing all about how wonderful she is. Many people have said that she should have had this award in the past. She is exceptional, she is kind, she's hardworking and attentive. Her reputation is well deserved. And Mr. Martinelli said, not only is she an amazing student, but she's a wonderful person. Her positive attitude rubs off on other people. She's a delight to work with, and she puts forth effort in everything that she does. She's not only in the classroom, but in life. She is willing to help others without hesitation. I think Amelia is a very deserving person for this award. Mrs. Smith, which you had in fourth grade, right? Said, she's a kind young lady that goes out of her way to help other people. She always strives to do her best. Mrs. Sipple, her third grade teacher, said, this is a perfect choice for this award. She embodies what we want Trafford Elementary students to work toward and achieve. Amelia always gives 100%. She's caring and empathetic towards her classmates, respectful to her teachers and classmates, is responsible in the classroom with getting started, completing, and turning in her work, including all of her homework, and I could go on and on and on. That's what she said. You must have made an impression on Mrs. Sipple. Mrs. Wiseman said, this is her second grade teacher, I'm so happy to hear this. I know she's a dancer and a softball player outside of school. In school, she's an excellent student with wonderful work ethic, follows the rules, gets along with everybody, and she's responsible, respectful, and deserves this honor. So I can say I'm pretty happy after reading all of that this is my very first student of the month from Trafford Elementary, because it sounds like we chose a pretty good one. Congratulations.
Amelia, you have a nice little award.
And when we're done with the 4 winners, we're going to take a picture for the press right after, when we get all 4. And Dr. Horvath, is there anything else going on at Trafford you want to share?
We just got back from Deer Valley. That was exhausting. We are still talking, the playground equipment is there, which is very exciting too. The kids have seen, when that came in that day, that was a very exciting day. Because
Oh, I'm sure.
we knew it would be coming soon, so, that's exciting. And then we're just going through every day, it was exciting down there at Trafford.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. Mr. Schwartz from Level Green.
Thanks, Dr. Harris. It's my honor to introduce Peyton Nedley as Level Green Student of the Month. Peyton is the daughter of Jonna and Brandon Nedley and has an older brother, Carson, who attends the high school. Peyton also has 2 dogs and a horse named Nemo. Peyton is a 5th grade student at Level Green. She enjoys learning and always puts forth her best effort. She credits her mom and dad's encouragement with helping her do so well with her academics. Her favorite subjects are math and gym. She enjoys math because it makes the most sense to her and it comes naturally. Recess and gym are also Peyton's favorites because she likes to be active. Outside of school, Peyton spends her time riding and showing horses, playing volleyball, hanging out with her friends, and working at the horse stables. When Peyton grows up, she would like to be a horse surgeon. Her classroom teachers, Mr. Mastriani and Mr. Giovanetti, state the following about Peyton. Peyton is an excellent recipient for the award of Student of the Month. She's a new student to Penn Trafford this year after transferring from Hempfield. Her transition has been seamless, and you would think that she has been with her classmates for years. Her classmates have shared that they feel she is a kind friend and always willing to help others. The teachers feel Peyton is a well-rounded student. She is confident yet humble. She is eager to learn and has a great deal of background knowledge to share in all of her classes. Level Green welcomes her with open arms. It is easy to see that Peyton is an awesome student, possesses many of our school's core values, and is an excellent example of a Penn Trafford warrior. We are proud of her academic accomplishments and look forward to her very bright future. On behalf of the students and staff of Level Green Elementary, I would like to congratulate Peyton Nedley for being Elementary Student of the Month.
Any news to share about Level Green?
Just a couple quick things. The staff at Level Green has been working on making over preserve some of our common spaces and utilizing every inch of the school. A Donors Choose project for the area between the courtyard and the library was created. And this area is often a space where our support staff will pool small groups of children. We wanted to make this space more inviting and comfortable to learn. With that being said, the Donors Choose project was fully funded this morning, so we're very happy about that. The total of this project, as well as other donations for our courtyard, is over $5,000. So we're excited about that news today. Also, mid-September, we had our grandparent breakfast at Level Green. It was very well attended, and we appreciated all our grandparents visiting the school. And finally, I'd like to thank our PTO for all their support and hard work for our school. They have lots of engaging activities for our students and always are reaching out with support of our staff. Their hard work and dedication to Level Green is truly appreciated. That's all I have, Dr. Harris.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Sullivan for Trafford Middle.
Thank you, Dr. Harris. It's an honor to recognize Callie Harris. I like Callie's family to wave back there. There's a whole bunch of them. She told me that no one was going to come. But first of all, I want to wish Callie a happy belated birthday. Her birthday was on Friday, so happy birthday, Callie. Callie is an excellent student, but also a well-rounded 8th grade student at Trafford Middle School. To tell you a little bit about her, she enjoys playing volleyball and lacrosse. She plays lacrosse for Penn Trafford's middle school team, and this year she'll be trying out for a club volleyball team. She has been attending the Warehouse at Cornerstone Church, and the Warehouse is a youth ministry program within the church. In her spare time, Callie loves to travel. She's been outside the United States to Costa Rica and Scotland. Costa Rica place, right? She likes movies, particular drama shows, but not the scary ones, right? A couple of her favorite things to do is finding good deals and to go shopping and getting her nails done with her grandmother. She points out that spending time with her friends and family is extremely special to her. To tell you what type of young lady she is, so I sit with her and we go through this, and then I say, so I'm going to be asked what's going on in our school, and she said, so I wanted her perspective, and she said, you know, Mr. Sullivan, she said, this year you put an emphasis on having students put their cell phones in their lockers and keep them there. She said, that has been a great change. It's helped me focus, and I feel like the distractions have left the building, and it really has helped me learn. But, you know, to hear that from her, and so maturely, I thought was just a wonderful thing, and that speaks to who she is. And she's constantly smiling like this. So here's what her teachers had to say. It was the shortest Student of the Month meeting that I had, because every single one of her teachers nominated her individually. And they commented that Callie is hardworking, she's kind, and has a great positive attitude. They said that she goes out of her way to help others and is kind and compassionate, especially the ones that are really struggling. She has done her best throughout middle school years and is self-motivated. She's mature, friendly, outgoing, respectful, and constantly smiling. She is one of the nicest students in the 8th grade this year. So Callie, congratulations. Thank you for what you do at Trafford Middle School. We're proud of you.
And can you share some events going on, or?
Sure. So we're about a little over midway through the first quarter. We just celebrated homecoming along with the rest of the district, and we had our middle school pep rally, which was the first pep rally of the year. Went well. Band sounded fantastic. The chorus, and we had a lot of fun. Mrs. Valenti does a wonderful job of helping the kids celebrate that, and we did that obviously with the Spirit Week. Speaking of student council, we started our fundraiser on Friday, and it's our major fundraiser for the year, middle and next Friday. And we're looking forward to Red
so much. And Dr. Kapp, before you give your student of the month, can you tell us what's going on at the high school?
Sure, just a few things that happened in the past, Dr. Harris. Homecoming, we had 920 students attend. That's a lot of students. Not only PT students, but throughout the western Pennsylvania. I have to say. 920 students, and every student received a pair of sweatpants at the end of the dance. At the beginning of this month, we had College Day. Over 100 students attended. It was during the school day. So 16 colleges came to school here, and students went up and met the different colleges, and a lot of them received offers and scholarships right on the spot during the school day, which was really nice. Also last month, Mr. Kachasik and his daughter attended on September 25th at WCCC. Over 80 colleges were there, and different organizations, just not colleges, and a lot of students went down there to visit the different colleges and get an idea, just not from Western Pennsylvania, but from all over the state and from neighboring states as well. So that's something great. We're looking to expand what we do here during the school day and get more than just 16 colleges here in the future. On October 25th, that is at Latrobe, we have a gold out to fight pediatric cancer. That is on the 25th at Latrobe. And coming up is our evacuation drill, which we will have all the students and staff leave the high school, and we will go down to the stadium and set up there, just in case if there was ever a major situation up here, and we would all meet down at the stadium, and we have that set. We had it for last week, but we got rained out when the hurricane came through, so hopefully we get a date in before it gets too cold.
Sounds good. Thank you, and let's hear about your student of the month.
Sure, I'd like to invite Caitlin along. Please come to the front here, Caitlin. Caitlin is accompanied by her brother, dad, and mother. Caitlin is a junior here at the high school. Her GPA is 3.9. She plans to attend college, but she wants to go outside the state. She's just not sure where that is yet. But she wants to leave the state, and she wants to major in early childhood education and special education. She is highly involved with the community and the district. She is the vice president of the Community Action Program, and currently has completed already 195 hours of community service for the district, which is excellent. It's unbelievable how many hours. She is a member of the Warriors for All. She's on the bocce team. SAD. She's been a cheerleader for the past 5 years. She's a part of the lacrosse team, and she is a member of Media Literacy, which is what she is one of the leaders of the Mini-thon to fight pediatric cancer, which is the gold out on October 25th at Latrobe. So her teachers definitely highly recommended her right away once I asked for a student of the month, and I received some information back from the teachers that spoke highly of her. First off, Nurse Popovich said, "I can't say enough positive things about Caitlin Long. I call her my nurse intern rock star. She's one of the most caring and compassionate students I've ever worked with. She is so very kind and helpful with any student that walks into the nurse's office. She is also a great community action program officer who helps with any project we have. Her passion for helping others is absolutely wonderful." Mrs. Supero stated, "Caitlin is a perfect choice for student of the month. She is someone always willing to help and understands how to help quickly, a lot of times without even being asked. She makes sure her work is completed for the preschoolers. She understands this will benefit them with their learning. She is friendly and respectful to her peers, teachers, and students. She is a great role model for a leader of our school." Mrs. Stewart states, "Caitlin Long is a remarkable student, but even a better person. In class, she consistently demonstrates a strong work ethic and eagerness to do well, all while having a positive attitude. Caitlin's character is equally commendable. She is kind, respectful, and always ready to help her peers. Her thoughtful approach of learning and her genuine interest in her education make her deserving of this recognition." And finally, Mr. Lynn, "Caitlin has always demonstrated a strong work ethic in anything she's involved in, as well as upholding the high moral character inside and outside the classroom. She always takes on a leadership role in her group this year in current events and is always willing to help others inside the classroom. She is an amazing kid and is a true example of the outstanding students we have here at Penn Trafford High School. Congratulations, Caitlin, for being Penn Trafford High School Student of the Month."
Sure, and we're gonna have the 4 winners please come over here to get a photo for the paper, and if the parents want to also get a photo, they can come over. our student, Stan. And if she can come up now real quick and introduce herself. I know she's with the Harrison family. And she's also our student representative for this year. She can attend any meeting she wants to. And like I said, you can come every month if you want to, and if you have something to give or report. But for tonight, why don't you just introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Brooklyn Harrison. I'm a senior here at the high school. I'm the school board representative for student union. And yeah, I just want to introduce myself. Some things that are going on in the high school, we have trunk or treat coming up for media literacy, which is super exciting. All the clubs are coming together for trunk or treat, and it's such an amazing event to see all like the little kids come up from like the elementary school. I'm also on the wellness committee, and we're having a meeting coming up soon too. Because I'm just like the representative that talks about all those different things. And if you guys have any questions too to ask me that you have questions about that I see in the school, I'm so welcome to answer.
Thank you so much. All right, I'll see you next month, hopefully. All right. Keep it up. All right, and then also under recognition of not visitors yet, because it's actually under my information, I was very happy for PTARC. They made a nice donation to Trafford Elementary School, and I'm going to have Linda Byers please come up and say a few things. And Linda, can you do me a favor? Just can you put the mic on first? Thank you. Oh, you turned. Thank you.
I usually don't need it anyway.
I'm always like a minute behind the the text messages from Steve. Okay.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. I'm Linda Byers. I'm the Recreation Director for the Penn Trafford Area Recreation Commission. I'm assuming most, if not all of you know me. I'm representing PTARC today. Our mission is to provide residents of the Penn Trafford School District area with the opportunity for lifelong learning, fitness, and fun through the implementation of wholesome, affordable recreation activities and the development of safe, appealing facilities that residents can use and enjoy. We've been working and saving for years now for the possibility of building a rec center, but that doesn't really seem to be on the near horizon. Without the Penn Trafford School District facilities and support from the school boards, past, present, and hopefully future, there might not even be a PTARC, so this opportunity to give back just makes it a whole lot of sense. In the spirit of providing safe facilities, on behalf of the PTARC Board of Directors, I would like to present this check for $35,000.
Oh, my gosh.
To assist in the installation, I hate menopause, of the new playground facilities at the Trafford Middle Elementary School.
Amy.
Really glad we came up. Like I said, without being able to use the facilities all these years, it really wouldn't be a PTARC. So
Linda, without everything you have done, there would not be a PTARC. And I can tell you that because you go above and beyond each and every day to make sure there's fitness, activities, that everything is taken care of and runs smoothly. I've never had anyone ever come up to me and complain about a PTARC activity, and I think, and every time we turn around, I keep thinking, what else can we possibly add? Linda adds something else. It's like, what? We're doing what now? So, and it doesn't go unnoticed.
it's very fun. Very fun. And thank you again for your support.
Oh, man. And Linda, you're the face and voice of PTARC, whether you know it or not. You are. How many years have you been doing this?
Altogether, it's been like 18.
It's amazing.
So, yeah, I took a break for a couple years, but came back.
Yeah. Just let you know how much appreciation we have towards you and all you've done. Tremendous leadership, and you have vision and foresight. You've done a fantastic job. And keep doing it.
Linda,
Thank you.
I had asked her a little bit ago, how long has PTARC been in existence? 23, you said?
We started trying to get organized in 2000 and became PTARC in 2001.
Yep.
Yeah, long time. Last year we ran, I think, over 430 programs.
Well, one thing I have talked about is it has been it was a place of employment for two of my kids. You know, they worked on the playground program, they lifeguarded. They offer they offer something for everybody.
Yes.
And I know you have 430 programs. How many participants? It was over 5,000 participants.
And you figure there's 20,000 people in the school district area, correct? Something like that. So basically, of those people repeats, but I just like to keep people busy. You know, and the facilities are important as well, especially the playgrounds. You know, you guys use them for, recess, you use them for a lot of different things, the sports programs use them. You know, and I'm a playground inspector, or certified playground inspector, you have to keep them up. Have to keep them up. And the parents really pull together, the community pulled together, so we figured, you know, the community's one that really keeps us in business, school district keeps us in business, and I'm glad we were able to help. So,
Well, the main thing the money is going for is the installation, because the parents were willing, they wanted to install it themselves, but due to safety protocols and everything, and the time committed and labor intensity, we just felt it's right that, you know, to raise the money and have the company who does this, you know, for a living to do it. So, and I appreciate all the parents' help, and I think that was awesome that they signed up, but,
yeah, it's very complicated.
it is very complicated for safety reasons. You pulled through, so thank you very much.
Yeah, glad we were able to do it.
Linda, how many people do you have on your staff?
It's myself, Mike, my assistant, and Stephanie,
So approximately 5 or 4 or 5?
3.
Even 3?
Yeah.
For how many programs?
432.
3 people on a staff. Absolutely amazing. Needs to be appreciated. Thank you.
It's a lot of tap dancing. Just saying. And if Dr. Harris says we don't have any complaints, I'm pretty good about that.
0. I've never had a
I've
complaint.
seen him run and hide from people. Just saying. Especially me, because he knows I'm gonna be, can I borrow this? So, yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we're gonna get a photo with you and Amy. And then in addition to, Linda, I had the opportunity to go to the Alumni Hall of Fame. We inducted 12 new members, and I just want to share their names. I know Mr. Leonard was with me, as well as Mr. Matarazzo, and the event took place on Saturday. But the school is also going to honor them Friday night at the football game. Now, there's going to be a reception, and we'll also recognize them on the field. And as a reminder that the event actually starts, the football game actually starts at 7 o'clock this Friday, because the game is being televised. So we will do it this Friday before the game, and the game does start at 7. But the people who were inducted were, and I hope I don't miss any of these names, Blaze William,
Abramovitz.
Say it again? Abramovitz, thank you. Dustin Baldus, who actually bought our P-Tark building. Michael Giancola. Jody Polk, who we actually recognized before the last game, as she was the very first female player in the WPIAL to score a touchdown or score a point, and that was her 30th year, so she was also inducted in Alumni. Christopher Haas, Christopher LaFoon, Mark Milovets, Eric Porter, Ron Rabito, who actually serves also on our scholarship committee now, and he's also one of our substitutes. Beverly Ribray, one of our past teachers. Brian Sikowski, and Janice Shipley. So we're very honored, and it was a very nice reception, and if you can get a chance, you can recognize them this Friday. And finally, after this game, if anybody wants to join me, I'm going to walk down to see the soccer game for the boys, and I know Dr. Nix and maybe Mr. McCracken is going to come down too. Maybe Mr. McCracken. We're saying it's a long day, but I'd like to get the boys in. And that is all I have.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Harris. We have no visitors tonight. There is no old business. Prior to the meeting, we held 2 executive sessions. We had one at 5 o'clock for Buildings and Grounds Committee, and they met to talk about building project priority list. And as a full group, we came in at 6, and we talked about contract negotiations and policies. Moving on to our consent agenda. Does any board member wish to have any item removed from the consent agenda as it's written? Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as stated under one motion?
So moved.
Second?
Question?
Question being called for. This will be a roll call vote. All in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Move over to personnel and curriculum, Mr. Kachasik.
Thank you, Mr. President. Move to employ the following personnel. New employment is contingent upon the receipt of all necessary documentation and and the acceptance of Act 34, 151, and 114 waivers from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania within 30 days. A copy of the personnel list will become an official part of the minutes of this meeting, and please forgive me in advance if I pronounce a name incorrectly. Ashley Monzo, a teacher at Level Green Elementary School. Jennifer Burrow, a PCA at Harrison Park. Rebecca Gray, SCICA at McCullough Elementary. Dylan Stewart, a long-term substitute at Penn Trafford High School. Giuliani DeZorzi, a super sub at Trafford Elementary. And Christine Fisher-Keller at super sub at McCullough Elementary.
Second. Question.
Question being called for. This will be a roll call vote. All in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carried.
And
That's all, Mr. President.
thank you, Mr. Kachasik. And one of those individuals who are here today, I'd like to bring her up to the microphone, Ashley Monzo. We just approved her as a teacher at Level Grade, so we can give her a round of applause. And I'm going to give Ashley just a brief, just a couple of minutes to describe your background and how long, and you have been with us for a while, but please just kind of share your information.
So growing up, I did attend school at the Penn Trafford School District, and then once I graduated from the high school, I went to Slippery Rock and I majored in early childhood and special education. And while I was there, I assisted with the Special Olympics and some science clubs after school for the kiddos in Slippery Rock. And then I went to Pitt for my master's, so I earned my reading specialist certification and master's in education. And once I finished my master's, I came back to Penn Trafford and I became an SLA at Level Green, and I've been there for 2 years now, working between life skills, autistic support, and learning support. And this year I've been in autistic support, and we've been having a really good year so far.
That's wonderful. And then also, you had a couple other job offers too. I heard from different
Yes.
superintendents. They said, "Oh, she chose you," and which was I always like to say yes, and it's great. So I just wanted people to know that you are committed and you did choose us over different schools, and of course you went to school here, and I think it's wonderful. But it shows the character of what a good qualities you have and what a good job you're going to do for us too.
Thank you. Yes, I love my kiddos, so I couldn't pass up the opportunity to be with them again. So
Well, I'm glad
thank
you're
you
here.
guys very much.
Thank you. Does anyone have a question?
Congratulations.
Yeah, what's it feel like to come back to the place you graduated from and work? It's gotta feel awesome.
It does, yes, yeah, it was, amazing to return back to the district and kind of get to see different schools. So I went to Sunrise growing up, and I work at Level Green now, so just to see the different environments and how things have changed over the years and kind of how we've grown as a district, it's been awesome, an awesome opportunity.
We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Always nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, and that's it. So I can move for adjournment. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second. The meeting is adjourned at 7:47.